My name, once again, is William Kitchens, and I told you about a podcast I was creating.
Oh.
Probably before. It's actually on the air now.
I remember this. Give me the thing. Yes.
Check this out. Wait a minute. This is a reality podcast now called Ridin with Willy.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you'd want me to. Can I use you in a segment of my?
No, you can completely and absolutely use me. I don't care.
You don't care if I share what you just shared?
Absolutely.
Because I think people need to hear that.
Absolutely. I am completely fine with that. I have no problem with it whatsoever.
Great. I think you'll love the show.
Wow. It's time for another podcast episode of Riding with Willy, the Nashville Be Careful What You Share in a Rideshare reality podcast. The conversations are always candid, some hysterical, some poignant, and always amazing. And while the participants don't know initially they are being recorded, each has given permission to use their interviews in this podcast. So buckle up and let's join Willy on this rolling rideshare ride around Nashville reality podcast.
Hey.
Hi.
Stephanie, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh my gosh.
Where are we going?
TA.
TA. How's your night going, Miss Stephanie?
It's pretty good.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ohio, actually.
Nice.
I live in Atlanta. Yeah. I'm a truck driver.
What part of Atlanta do you live in?
Sandy Springs.
So you're a truck driver.
I am.
Stephanie, what's it like being a female truck driver today? I bet you got some stories.
I do.
What's your quick favorite story? Give me a good one now. Give me a good one about being a female truck driver.
Oh my God. I got so many, I don't know.
Give me a good one.
Oh, jeez. I pull up at the fuel island and two guys jump out and want to clean my windows.
Uh-huh. You got a better story than that.
It's a better story.
Come on. Tell me a city and a story. What's your strangest New York story?
Oh.
How do you like driving a truck in New York? Is that a tough area to turn?
Yeah. Yeah, New York, I was, I was going into Manhattan. Didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was green. Going into the tunnel, trying to get into Manhattan, but not really. But they wouldn't let me over. I was saying. So the cop stopped me and said, you can't go in there. And I said, okay. So they gave me a ticket and made me turn around.
That wasn't an easy thing to do, was it?
No, it wasn't. But, I was trained.
How long you been doing it now?
Only 4 years, but, I have my own truck.
Good for you.
Yeah. My own truck, my own property. So, work for my...
So we just celebrated Black History Month, and now it's Women's History Month, and you are a female truck driver. Give me the what's the worst place in the country to drive a truck besides New York City? Philadelphia?
Oh my gosh. Atlanta?
What's the prettiest place you've ever driven through?
Out west.
Out west?
I went to this place, it was north of Kingman, Arizona. It was, I think it was called Walker Lake. And I went around Walker Lake. Up there, they have, the lake is green because of the minerals.
Uh-huh.
It's so beautiful up there.
So what do the other truck drivers see when they see you up there in that cab rolling down the road? I bet they flirt with you. I bet you can't get out of a truck stop without...
They're insane. They lose their minds. But
do you have a CB handle? Do you use a CB at all?
I do.
Oh, that drives them crazy, don't it?
Brown sugar.
What made you want to become a truck driver?
Hey, it was just, I had a college degree, couldn't get a job. Just happened. Just kind of fell into this and...
How do you fall into truck driving? Would you see an ad, like get your CDL or...
Well, I was on unemployment, and they said, we'll pay for you to go back through training. I mean, I had a college degree, couldn't get a job. So they said, we'll train you to do something like this or whatever. Heavy equipment operator, and
you did it.
Hey, this is Quinn.
And Coy.
We're riding with Big Willie. Recommend the podcast and recommend getting a ride with him, too.
Thanks, Big Willie, for your ride, brother.
Are you local or visiting?
We are visiting.
From where?
I am here from Portland, Oregon.
Wow.
I know, right?
I'm just from Huntsville.
Stop saying it.
Just from Huntsville?
I know.
Yeah.
Huntsville's a nice town.
It is.
Got
Do you
space.
care if I crack my window?
You can do whatever you would need. Is it just too hot, or?
We're in
Well,
our 40s.
we're in our 40s, so like
We're
sometimes I get a little flashy. Don't tell people I'm in my 40s.
My wife is going through it.
Yeah, so you
I'm
get
living with it.
it. Okay, so you get it.
I absolutely
All
get
right.
it.
Good.
I get that I freeze to death in the winter.
Yep. My husband wears a hat
in the house.
in the house, a
Like a-
beanie,
Oh, wow.
because his head is baldish, and
Mhm.
so he has to wear a beanie hat, and he's freezing all the time.
Yeah, well, we'll just do it. We love you.
That's
you know,
right.
so we do it. You came up from Huntsville. You flew.
From Portland.
And what do you celebrate? Anything?
What?
We're
It's
just going to
just-
the Morgan Wallen concert.
Yeah, we're going to the concert.
I got
tonight.
tickets and I called her and I'm like, come down to Nashville and I'll take you.
That's right. Yep,
So you're excited about that, huh?
we are.
Have you done anything crazy since you've been here?
Nope.
We've napped.
We've
went
napped.
to bed early.
We're in our 40s.
No.
We've had some good time. We've shopped. We've had a couple drinks. We ate cookies.
Yeah.
Did some day drinking?
Day drinking.
Yes.
And
All
then
right.
took a nap so that we would be able to do tonight, too.
So is Morgan like one of your favorites?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like everyone we talk to, they're like, nice. They're not really his. They're
Exactly.
What's your favorite song?
865.
and-
Wasted on you.
And I like my favorite Silverado for sale.
Not Whiskey Glasses.
I do love
I like that one.
Can y'all
too.
sing the chorus to Whiskey Glasses?
Oh my
for me?
gosh.
Can you do it together?
I don't know if I could do it with that.
I could do the line
Yeah,
it
come on.
up, line it up, line it up.
Knock it back.
Knock it back.
Now, together. Let's hear it.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to think
You
about
got to
first
do the
note.
tune right, though.
how's-
We were just listening to 865, and so now
We'll
it's
sing that. Sing whatever you want to sing.
865.
409 1021, yeah, one last chance. We're the worst. We're the worst.
We have to have the fact. We need Cody here on guitar
Yes,
to
yes.
drown us out.
Yes.
Yeah, neither one of us are singers. I'm sorry, that was
That's
really
okay.
just
That's
really.
fantastic. Now, give me another song. Give me something.
I don't always wake up in the morning, pour myself a strong one. Oh, but when I get lonely, I do. Your memories get to burning, lean back on the bourbon. Sure as hell can't keep leaning on you. Looks like I'm learning the hard way again. It's all my fault. I dropped the ball. You're gone and I'm gone, 3 sheets to the wind. Thinking about all I wasted on you. All of this time and all of this money. All of these stories I don't owe you, honey. All of these miles on my Chevy and prayers in a pew. All them days I spent wasted on you. God, that's so bad.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Robert.
You're William?
That would be me.
How you doing?
Good, Mr. Robert. How are you? Did you enjoy the museum?
I did. It was cool.
It's great. What'd you find interesting there?
I just saw the weird cars. I was hoping there'd be some exotics, but they did have a Lamborghini at Ulmer.
Are you a collector?
No, I just like cars. If I was rich, I'd be a collector.
What would be your dream car? If you could own one car
You
in a
know, I
collection,
thought about this. One that you could actually spend a lot of money on and actually be reasonable.
any car in the world, what would it be?
It would probably be a Porsche 911 Turbo S.
What year?
Brand new.
Okay.
I like new ones. I mean, the old ones look cool, but I like the technology and all the stuff. They're so powerful now. And
Where would you get the opportunity to run it?
Oh, all over the place. There's we live in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
My daughter lives in Atlanta. When we drive down Atlanta, there's all these little
Road Atlanta. You can travel on Road Atlanta.
The roads down there are just fun.
I know, but you can rent track time at Road Atlanta. You can run it on the
course.
Yeah.
I've done that at Porsche.
Yeah. You have the experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
So you've driven the car?
No, I've never driven. I had a driver. They have a track down there. To drive a Turbo S would be about $1,100 for 35 minutes. You have to go through a training thing. I think it's 45 minutes. You have to go through a training thing, and then you get like 2 or 3 laps. My nephew's into cars. He drove a Ferrari in Las Vegas for like 4 laps, I think. It was like $400. I'll probably do something like that eventually.
Hi, I'm Darian from Lawrenceburg.
And I'm Alex from Lawrenceburg.
And we're riding with Willy!
That was so good.
Great! So fun!
So how's your night going?
It's going okay.
I hear that. It's going pretty good. You got a nice hiccup there. It's awesome. It's a good night. Gotcha. I'm just teasing.
It's it's a pretty good night. So this is great.
What kind of work do you do?
I put people to sleep for a living.
You're an anesthesiologist?
I am.
Wow. I've met you before.
Have you?
Yeah, you're from the small town, and you're thinking about going back there.
Oh my God! Yeah, you have met me. Oh.
Yes, you're awesome. You're the good anesthesiologist.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes, I carried you.
I love that you remember me.
Yeah, because
I'm so sorry. I'm a little bit inebriated.
That's
so
okay.
It's kind of hard
that's a
to
serious
remember.
job. That's a serious job. Yeah. Bless you.
Yeah. So I am not sure that I don't want to go. As hard as this is to believe, Mississippi pays extremely well.
Yes,
they do.
Right,
they do. Here they do not. Here they pay they pay good. Like I don't want to sound conceited, but they don't pay like.
We talk about this. You take people as close to
to
death as they'll ever be in their life until they die.
Yeah.
They're almost on the cusp of death, and then you have to wake them up. Right? Is that correct?
Yes. You're really
their life is in your hands.
I hate the way that you say it, but yes.
Well, I mean, that's the truth.
It is, but it's very, I don't know the word. It's very, stressful, or you have a lot of responsibility.
So we have anesthesiologist, air traffic controller.
Yeah.
Kind of in the same.
Yeah. Yeah. It's basically you've got it figured out. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's very, we have a lot of responsibility. We definitely help people go to sleep, and then we wake them back up, and the whole waking them back up is way more important, right?
Right.
The art of anesthesia, in my opinion, is waking someone up comfortably, depending on their specificity.
It's a lot of factors, right? So the type of surgery they just had.
The type of surgery, their comorbidities, there's so many things that you have to put into play before you ever get to put someone to sleep. You have to know those things, right? Then
you're juggling a lot of different variables.
Exactly, right. You have to know a lot of different things.
And certainly the patient's medical history.
Yeah. It's not exactly it's not just oh, we're just going to put this person to sleep and wake them back up. It'll be fine. Everybody, I feel I shouldn't say this, but I feel like everybody, feels like anesthesia is just oh, we gotta wait on anesthesia. Oh, anesthesia said no. Anesthesia said this. Well, anesthesia is probably the person that saved you. her anesthesia is probably the person that said, this is not safe to go to surgery. Just because you want to cut on this person does not make it safe for them to go to sleep and have surgery. You know, like there's more to life than just cutting. Like surgeons just want to cut. Surgeons want to fix. And like they have a place. But they do not understand, hey, this person cannot stay asleep for 8 hours. This person cannot breathe on their own for 8 hours. I'm going to have to do it for them. And then when it's time for them to start breathing again, they're not going to want to. It's just, you know, like, it's just the way it goes. So, a lot of times anesthesia gets a bad name because we are such an advocate for our patients.
Yeah, that's in medical circles?
Yes,
that's amongst your peers and colleagues.
Absolutely, like
not to the layman out here.
No. Like when we get ready to go to surgery, it's anesthesia that pretty much makes that call. Like, oh, we're safe to go to surgery. Oh, this patient is healthy enough to have this surgery, or you know, whatever the case might be. It's anesthesia that says like, oh yes, we can do this, because the surgeon can be like, oh, this patient is literally about to die. We're going to take him to surgery. Like, no, we're not doing that. That's not fair. That's not fair to the patient. It's not fair to their family. It's not fair to anything that I have signed and said that I vow to, you know? Like, I can't sign up for this. I refuse to do this.
You took a Hippocratic oath as well.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like, I took this oath as well, and I am not doing this to this patient because I do not feel like the risk versus benefit ratio is higher rather than lower. You know what I mean?
Good for you, doctor.
That's the way that I mean, truly, but like, I would hope somebody would do that for me. You know?
Well, your fellow anesthesiologist would,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
I mean, when you go to conferences and you talk to other doctors in your field, you're pretty much on the same page, I would imagine.
Absolutely.
Okay, Cece, I got to confess something here.
Tell me.
My name, once again, is William Kitchens, and I told you about a podcast I was creating.
Oh.
Probably before. It's actually on the air now.
This. Give me the thing.
But
yes.
check this out. Wait a minute. This is a reality podcast now called Ridin with Willy.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you'd want me to. Can I use you in a segment of my?
No, you can completely and absolutely use me. I don't care.
You don't care if I share what you just shared?
Absolutely.
Because I think people need to hear that.
Absolutely. I am completely fine with that. I have no problem with it whatsoever.
Great. I think you'll love the show. Hey, bees.
Yes.
All right. Come to get the hot chicken.
That's right. Have
Where
you
you
ever had it before?
Of course.
We haven't.
Yeah, you can't get a driver's license in Nashville unless you've had hot chicken.
Is Hattie B's a good one, or should we?
You can get on a flight with a. You can. You'd be harder to get on a flight without a vaccine card than it would be to get a driver's license. Where are you folks from?
New York.
Good to have you here. Second New Yorker today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. What part?
We're from the east end of Long Island. We're from West Hampton Beach, it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a quiet little beach town.
Near Montauk?
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
It's like an hour from Montauk.
Yeah, my brother lives in Montauk.
That is, that area is on my bucket list. I want to tour Long Island.
Yeah.
What kind of work do you guys do?
Plumbing and air conditioning.
You look like a rock star, not a
And I'm in the real estate industry.
Of course, you make more money than a rock star.
Doesn't he look? He gets that a lot, actually.
Yeah, I figure maybe you're in town recording. Or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one time we went to the Dominican Republic and we had like a butler or whatever. So the butler kept being like, I know you're in a band. Like, I won't tell anybody. Just tell me what band you're in. And we're like, I swear to God, he's not.
Well, I think that's the first time I've heard the word plumber and butler within 60 seconds of each other.
Yeah, it's not that. It's just like, I don't know, the guy at the hotel, whatever he was. I mean, he wasn't like waiting around for us.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, no, it wasn't. You know.
What was it like?
But
having
I
a
work in
butler?
real estate, so we,
Okay.
you know, so we do okay.
Glad you came here. So you're gonna do the hot chicken thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting. What else have you seen here since you've been here?
We went to the Ryman last night to see a show. It was lovely.
Yes, great venue.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
my first time ever there. I really liked it.
Yeah, it was.
Who did you get to see?
It's been Bright Eyes.
Okay. Is that part of the reason you came? Was it just a happy coincidence that they were there?
Part of it. I mean, I've been here a couple of times and really liked it. She's never been here, so I always wanted to go. So
Yeah.
it just sort of happened to work out that way.
Yeah, the last time he was here was when we first started dating. Now we're married, and he was on a boys' trip. Yeah, with a bunch of his friends. It was when we first started dating, though.
The next one will be a guy's trip.
No way.
Yeah. Come back with those rock star glasses. Yeah. How long you two been married?
We just got married in October.
Well,
of last
congratulations.
year.
That's
Thank
great.
you very much. We had a really small wedding in Newport, Rhode Island.
Well, that had to be beautiful, though.
It was. It was
Yeah,
on a
we
sailboat.
lucked
It
out.
was beautiful. It was...
You guys are just living the dream, aren't you?
It's true. We're very lucky.
You guys are like the, I don't know, like a Hallmark movie or something. I don't know. You guys are like yeah,
I'll have to remember that when I'm feeling down
a
on
realtor and the
myself.
plumber. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what they call it, but
That's right.
I'm Dak from Nottingham.
I'm Alex from Bournemouth.
I'm Callum from Bath.
I'm Josh from Cambridge.
And we're riding with Willy.
what kind of work do you do, Michael?
I'm a UPS driver.
Heat. I bet you got some stories.
Oh man, got some stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, women answering the door naked.
Yes.
Men answering the door naked.
Without any, just like, hey, thanks for bringing the package or whatever.
No, like I've had women answer the door in towels and ask me to bring it inside the house, and it's like, no,
Okay.
I don't feel comfortable with that.
You're a professional.
Yeah. Had women ask me if I have social media. Like some of my customers do OnlyFans, so they were gonna send me some exclusive videos, stuff like that.
Wow.
I'm like, no, I don't have social media.
What's the worst delivery you ever had to have? What's the worst package?
When I first started driving,
Uh-huh.
this is back when I was working 12 to 14 hour days. About halfway through the day, I had to make a delivery to a residential place. He ordered a full weight system. It was at least over 1,000 pounds or more.
In how many boxes?
And about 30 to 40. So it was all that rogue equipment. And dude opened up the garage, and dude was jacked, and he didn't help me. And it got to the point to where I got aggravated and started picking it up by hand. And it was quicker just to pick it up by hand and put it on the dolly. And I guess dude was kind of shocked about how much weight I could actually pick up, because they were 45-pound.
Give me another funny story. Give me another one, a reality story.
Okay. Making a delivery out Lebanon. I get out of the truck. A group of dogs surround me, and I'm starting to freak out because they're growling and showing teeth and hair sticking straight up. All of a sudden, I notice that they start backing down, and I'm thinking it's the owner. So something told me to turn around and put the box up next to my face. As I did, all I saw was feathers. I got attacked by a rooster that had spurs, and I couldn't. And so now I figured out why the dogs backed down, because the rooster.
They were more afraid of the rooster than.
Yeah, so they backed down, and the rooster still had its spurs, so it went in the box, and I grabbed the box. I still had the box, and I threw the box.
With the roosters
still in it.
Stuck in it.
Mm-hmm. I get up, run back to the truck real quick, get back in the truck, take off. The people called because they saw it on their security camera to apologize about their attacked chicken. Like, it was bad.
I would eat fried chicken for dinner that night.
I did.
I would.
And then another one was pulling down a driveway. I had to go open up a gate. Got out of the truck, opened up the gate, pulled the truck through, closed the gate. And then here comes this donkey. Comes up, gets right in front of the truck, and it's like leading me to the house. Well, I'm in the UPS truck. I'm driving, and all of a sudden...
So you're just following behind this donkey?
Yeah, and the donkey just stops as we get right next to the house. Just stops and everything, and so I'm like, okay. So I get close to the donkey, and I honk the horn trying to get it to move. It wouldn't move. He looked over his shoulder, and of course I'm sitting there going, don't you do it. Don't you do it. He mule kicks the headlight out.
Thank goodness it wasn't your truck. I mean, it was your truck, but not your truck.
I have to call in because UPS says that's an accident, anything that deals with the front of the truck.
Sure.
So I called it in. Manager goes, what house are you at? And I told him. He goes, oh, yeah, we forgot to put a warning in the board not to watch out for the donkey. I was like, that's nice.
So the donkey actually led you to a point where you could do that?
Yeah.
That's funny. So that sounds like one of those farmers insurance commercials. Yeah. This really happened.
Yeah. Oh, I got attacked by a peacock. All I heard was that loud thing that it does. And out of nowhere, it
showed its feathers
and attacked me. That was interesting. Had a potbelly pig try to climb up into the truck. Full-grown potbelly pig.
Did he make it into the truck?
No, got two of its hooves up there. And it tilted the truck. Like, it freaked me out. It wanted dog treats.
How big was the pig?
Just good.
It's a hog?
Oh, yeah. It was good 500, 600-pound hog. I was like, good Lord. I was more worried about the blue heeler than the pig. Then come to find out the blue heeler was nicer than the damn pig.
Hope you enjoyed this episode of Riding with Willie, your Nashville Be Careful What You Share in a Rideshare Reality podcast. Be sure to subscribe here to catch each new weekly episode of Season 1. Look for us on social media and find us on the internet at pod615.com. Click on the Riding with Willie link for show notes and more information. Remember, all of the passengers in this show have given their permission to be featured. As always, thanks for listening. Riding with Willie is a podcast production from the Pod 615 and William Kitchens Creative Group, Inc.
It's going okay.
I hear that.